Hi there, students. This one's for Gordon. Okay, how can you guess if something is countable or uncountable? When you meet a new noun, how do you know if it's a countable and uncountable or both? As a native speaker, for me, this is very easy. I just know. But that's not much help to you. So let me try and give you a few pieces of advice. Some advice. Advice is normally never countable. In many languages it is, obviously. Okay, so the first thing I would recommend is when you find a word and you're wondering about it, try and find a close synonym to that word, the closest synonym that you can find, but something easy. And then if that synonym is countable or uncountable or both, follow the same idea. So for example, bailiwick. Okay, this is an area of skill, an area of knowledge, an area of authority. A bailiwick can be a county, an area. So notice, an area. Bailiwick is countable, a bailiwick. Or, for example, bedlam. Bedlam is chaos, is people running everywhere. Chaos is uncountable. We don't normally say a chaos. Bedlam is uncountable, again. Calamity. So calamity, you probably know this one, but calamity could be a disaster, for example, or disaster. So notice disaster, both countable and uncountable, and therefore both, and it works. Calliope. Calliope is a musical instrument. Countable. A calliope. Okay, that works generally, yeah, and it's the first easy thing to try. It's the first easy thing I would suggest. Now let's see other ways you can look at this. Firstly, I would say abstract nouns generally by default are uncountable. So advice, fun, luck. An advice, no. A fun, no. A luck, uncountable. Music, abstract, no. Art, but an art, a specific one, and this is where you start to get problems. Hate, this is abstract and normally uncountable. Confidence, abstract and uncountable. Education. Education goes both ways because you get an education when you go to school, but education is an important topic. Help, normally uncountable. Yeah, but a help, possible but not usual. Okay, so generally abstract nouns go for uncountable, but it doesn't always work. Okay, now groups of things that have individual bits. Yeah, it's not just one bit, but there are various bits. So, for example, furniture. I know in various languages furniture is countable, but furniture. There are members of a group, groups with different bits. So furniture, their beds, their tables, their chairs, but furniture as the group. Rubbish, garbage. Yeah, it's there are lots of different things that could be garbage. Garbage as a group. Luggage, suitcases. But luggage, generally, there are suitcases or boxes or different things within the group. Yeah, money. There are many different types of money. Uncountable again. Research. Research is uncountable because there are lots of different things that could be considered research. Yeah, or maybe clothing, the things that you wear. A clothing, no, a piece of clothing. Okay, now, when things don't have a specific shape, yeah, they don't have a definite shape, like liquids or solids or gases. So, for example, beer. Give me some beer. But a beer, we're thinking about a unit, an amount. And very often with these, when we talk about an amount or a type, then we make it countable. Pollution. Okay, this is a gas, but it doesn't have any definite shape. Smoke. Yeah, smoke. Uncountable. Milk as a liquid. Yeah, it's uncountable. You don't. Well, you could have a milk, but a unit of milk or a type of milk. Or, for example, wood. Yeah, it's a general thing. There are lots of possible types of wood, but a wood, it's possible, but it's very unusual. Okay, so now things that have got lots and lots of little bits, they're too many to count. So, for example, popcorn. I know in many languages popcorn is countable as well. Popcorn, but it talks about the whole thing, lots and lots of little tiny bits. Hair, when we refer to something with lots of tiny parts, but notice a hair. If you make hair countable, then you're thinking about the individual pieces. Rice, there are lots of little bits, too many to count. A grain of rice. Sugar or salt, yeah. A grain of sugar, a grain of salt. Dirt, yeah. There, you can't count a speck of dirt, for example. Also, when we talk about things that happen in nature, when there is no human involved in it. So, fog or rain, these are uncountables. Wind, most normally countable. A wind, this specific wind. But the uncountable is talking about the whole thing. Darkness, humidity. Normally these are uncountable. Electricity. Okay, diseases. Diseases are nearly always uncountable, or at least their names. So he's got flu. He's got measles. He contracted malaria. Yeah? Okay, these are uncountables as well. He's got flu. He's got a flu that is very difficult to cure, but a specific type, but flu. The disease generally, uncountable. Okay, school subjects, things that you learn at school. Yeah? As in physics, not a physics. Mathematics, economics, uncountable. Chemistry, literature. Okay, and that's the idea. So those are a few general words. Yeah, but unfortunately there are many things that can be both countable and uncountable. So, for example, fire, the general thing, the effect, but a fire, this specific one. Salt, general idea, but a salt, this is a salt that comes from the Himalayas. Could be, but less commonly. So this difference between countables and uncountables can be really problematic. So let's look at a few other problematic ones. These are ones that I think you're just going to have to learn. So let's see, behaviour. Normally behaviour's uncountable. A psychiatrist or a psychologist might talk about various different behaviours. Etiquette. Etiquette is uncountable again. Accommodation. I need accommodation. Yeah? An accommodation is most normally an agreement. We reached an accommodation. Heritage. The heritage of this object. The heritage of the UK. A heritage. It's possible. This item has a heritage that is unrivaled. Okay, that was a few examples. So let's just recap for a second. I think the best thing is to look at something, and if it's an abstract, then go for countable. Think about a close synonym, and if that close synonym is countable or uncountable or both, try this using the same rule. A group of things that has various different types: furniture, junk, things that are amorphous, they don't have a specific shape. So butter or gas or water. Uncountable. Things that have lots of tiny bits: spaghetti, dust, sand. Yeah, lots of little bits, and you're considering the whole group of it. Things that happen naturally in nature: fog, mist, rain, thunder, lightning. Diseases. Okay, uncountable: cancer, cholera, smallpox. Subjects: uncountable: biology, mathematics. And that's as much as I can do. Apart from that, good luck, because you're always going to find some of these that are very difficult to get. So anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Guessing uncountables and countables.